calendar method or rhythm method is natural birth control, which ovulation assumed occur 14 days before the onset of a period. Let's take a look here. There are 29 million estimated number of women of reproductive age using this method in the world. Do you know how to use this method? Do you want to know? First, record the number of days in each cycle, including the day you start your period. The last day of each cycle is the day before your next period starts. Next, list the day of the month your period began in one column, and the number of days in that cycle in a second column. After that, predict the first fertile day in your current cycle by finding the shortest cycle in your chart. Subtract 18 from the total number of days in that cycle to find your first fertile day, meaning the first day in your cycle when pregnancy could occur. For example, if your shortest cycle lasted 27 days, your first fertile day would be the 9th day in that cycle, counting the day you began your period, day 1. Predict the last fertile day in your current cycle by finding the longest cycle in your chart. Subtract 11 from the total number of days to find the last day of fertile day in your cycle. For example, if your longest day lasted 30 days, your last potentially fertile day in that cycle would be the 19th day. If you decide to get pregnant, you should conceive within those fertile days to increase the chance of pregnancy. If you do not want to get pregnant, then you should avoid sexual intercourse during this fertile period. The advantages of using this method: number 1 is natural and do not cause side effects. Secondly, do not require any special devices or procedures, so it's helped to save money. Last but not least, it promotes communication. Disadvantage is it depends heavily on the ability of the person to understand their fertile periods of the month. This method also does not protect the couple from STDs and not suitable for women irregular menstrual period. What are the contraindications for this method? First, women with vaginal discharge and fever cannot calculate accurately the fertile days based on cervical secretion and basal body temperature measurement. Period, and in nursing mothers, the ovarian function is not sufficient to produce detectable fertility signs. Other than that, women with irregular cycles or on drugs which affect cycle length, e.g., lithium, tricyclic antidepressants, anti-anxiety drugs, certain antibiotics and anti-inflammatory drugs. Every method used in family planning has its own pros and cons. Both couples need to have cooperation to achieve their goal to prevent or plan pregnancy naturally. For women that find the manual calendar calculation is difficult to understand, they can try to track their period by using apps.
Welcome to Cycle Beads. Use cycle beads to prevent pregnancy, plan pregnancy, or track your cycle. Add your period date using the plus button. Enter your period date and save. Cycle Beads shows you when pregnancy is possible and when pregnancy is unlikely. To prevent pregnancy, avoid sex or use a condom on days when pregnancy is possible, days 8 through 19. To plan pregnancy, have sex on days when pregnancy is possible. Cycle Beads works with cycles between 26 to 32 days long and will let you know if your cycles are ever outside this range.